In this episode, I decided to be a little more tactical and give you some real tools and strategies to help you market your soft tissue business, because at the end of the day, marketing really is just about awareness and letting people know how you can help. But so many people out there don't know what to do with marketing, and then they get stuck doing absolutely nothing. So in this podcast, I jump into 3 strategies and ideas to help you really dial in your marketing, get your messaging out there, and help you understand the power of being consistent and sharing your message so you can help more people. I hope you enjoy the show. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Soft Tissue Revolution podcast, where we teach massage therapists a new treatment system that focuses on working smarter, not harder, allowing them to cut their treatment times by 50% so they can stay healthy and help more people get out of pain. Dr. Matt Maggio here. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking out the show. Let's jump right into it. Marketing made simple. Consistency and clean messaging. You know, I came up with this idea the other day. I was talking to someone that I know for a while, and they were struggling with what to do with their social media, what to do with their marketing, what to do with their messaging. And they let me know that they actually have a social media manager that they pay a monthly fee to manage their account. And I went back and looked at their profile, and they hadn't had a post in like 6 months, and there was nothing really there. And I'm like, well, what the hell are you paying for? And got me thinking more and more, marketing, the idea of it gets like a bad notion. It sometimes thinks as like you're trying to trick people into coming into your office, or trying to pull a fast one, or getting you to buy something that you might not really want. Here's the thing. If you have a really amazing product, especially something that can help someone get out of pain and function better, feel better, avoid surgery, stay off pain pills, like you got a duty and obligation to market and sell your ass off to that person, because you have something that can truly change their life. And a lot of people just don't know where to start with marketing. They end up outsourcing it. They do it sometimes, they don't do it at all. And it just causes a lot of problems. At the end of the day, marketing really only serves one true purpose for your business. It's all about awareness, understanding that people need to know that you can help solve their problem, because if they don't know who you are and they don't know you exist, they can never get access to your amazing treatment that you do. And a lot of us, we suffer from this thing that I call paralysis by analysis. We sit around and we overthink everything, and then we take no action. And at the end of the day, the only thing that truly beats anxiety and worry is taking some type of action. It does not have to be perfect action. Even imperfect action is good, because it's still moving you in the right direction. I get a lot of people that reach out to me and they're like, I know I need to market. I want to do it. I'm scared. I think I'll look dumb. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to use the platforms, all sorts of things. And those are just stories that you tell yourself. Maybe like 10 or 15 years ago, it was harder. But now, you can go on Google, you can go on YouTube, you can watch tutorial videos. I taught myself how to use all those platforms, how to do my own ads, everything across the board, because it's important, because marketing is the lifeblood of your business. And if they don't know you, they can't flow you. I talk about that a lot. So I wanted to break it down and make it a little easier. Sometimes in these podcasts, I like to give you just some real data and some real action steps to help you just get this care out to more people, because it's better than chiropractic. It's better than physical therapy. And it's sure as hell better than pain pills, injections, and surgeries, which only make things worse. But you got to get over that paralysis by analysis. So I broke it down this week into 3 simple but important guidelines to help you with your marketing. Number 1, identify what problem you solve. At the end of the day, there's only one true role and meaning for a business. That's to solve people's problems. Not about making money, not about anything else. If you solve people's problems, you give great value to the world, you're going to make a lot of money on the back end as well. So really identifying what specific problem you solve. Number 2, well, this is still under number 1. Sorry, this is subtext B. Nobody cares about what you do or how you do it. They just care that you can do it. You know, we spend so much time talking about the ins and outs of what treatment we do, what modality we do, if we're 20th Jedi level master, whatever, in whatever technique or system. Like nobody really cares about the ins and outs of that. They want to know that you have the conviction and the knowledge and the confidence to be able to solve their specific problem. So yeah, number one, identify what problem you solve. No, you don't want to solve the whole body. I talked about that on the past podcast, like really specializing and identifying what specific problem you have the best tools to solve. Because at the end of the day, people want to see two things from you. They want to see that you're sharp as a tack and you're a true expert at what you do, and communicating effectively about what problem you can solve will be a game changer in your marketing. Number two, guideline. Don't be the hero in the story. We're here to help. We're here to help people along their journey. We are a guide. Our expertise and knowledge helps them. They're not coming to us because we think we're so fucking great. And if you're constantly bragging about how great you are and how amazing you are, nobody cares because you're trying to be the hero. They have to be the hero in their own story and they have to participate. So quit trying to think it's all about status and, oh, maybe you might be someone that works on a bunch of athletes. Like, that's cool. Like, it's cool to work on athletes, but at the end of the day, those people really don't care. And if all your posts are constantly surrounded about like who you treat and the special places you go, no one cares. It looks like you're being braggadocious. I don't even think braggadocious is a word, but that's a word I'm going to use. They don't care like about who you do it to. They don't care like how great you are and how much you've invested and all this kind of stuff. They just care that you can eloquently explain to them that you're a solution for their problem. And number three, and I think this is the most important one, just be consistent. Be consistent with your marketing and what you do and your education about how you can help. All it really is education about how you can help solve the problems and being consistent with it. Don't do it every once in a while. That story I started with, the person hired a social media manager, but they don't put any posts up. And I'm like, well, what the hell's going on with that? They're like, well, they keep waiting for me to give them ideas or content and then they don't do anything. I'm like, well, so they're basically just taking your money. Cool. Yeah, don't waste money on shit like that because you don't want to ever be that way. Another thing that you want to just think about, I forgot to add this in the beginning, is you never outsource your marketing. I did this a lot before. I paid agencies. I paid people to build me a website, write me copy, run me ads, all this stuff. And what I found is none of it really worked because they didn't truly understand what I was doing, what the messaging is. There's two things in your business you should never outsource. And one of them is marketing and the other one is sales. You know how to do it better than anyone else. You're communicating with the clients. You know what to say. You know how to just be that person that can communicate to that client that you can help them. So never outsource that. You get someone that's like, oh yeah, we'll help you with your marketing. They're going to give you some cookie cutter bullshit that's not going to do anything and you're just going to piss a lot of money away. I probably spent at least 40, 50 grand on that to learn the idea that I got to learn how to do this myself. And it really just came down to being consistent and sticking to a schedule and doing it every single week and just focusing on educating the client about what I can do and how I can help. Because what we said, marketing is all about awareness. Now, you're going to have your barriers. You're probably sitting there right now. You're like, oh my God, I don't want to make a video and share it on social media. I'm going to look dumb. I don't have good lighting. I'm going to say a lot. I'm not going to look at the camera. It's going to look really stupid and they're going to think I'm dumb. No, they're not. Because at the end of the day, think about the people that you resonate the most that you watch with online, or you might follow their brands. They're real authentic. You know, when they make like a real video, real authentic one, you really connect with that because you can tell that person is being genuine, being honest, and wants to share their story about how they can help. Be like that as well. And then you might say, I don't know what to say. I totally get it. It just comes down to educating. I used to be all over the place and I really realized that you just have to educate the client about how you can solve an exact problem. So what I'll include in a link in the show notes is a link to my clinic's YouTube channel. We've been making educational videos on that for going on 8 years now. And I'll link that up, and you can just go in there and see how I just share information about how I can help, what specific things we do, and really just using that marketing as a way to get awareness out there and build up your credibility as well. Because here's the thing, there's a book from I think it's from 1895 on marketing. And they said people have to see your stuff 7 to 8 times before they ever even notice it. And you're unwilling to make a post once a week. Honestly, you should post every day, because it's going to get lost in the shuffle and just get better and better and get those reps and not give a shit about what it looks like. So I'll link that up so you can just get a better idea and see how I keep it really simple. I'm not talking over people. I'm not trying to pretend that I'm smarter than everyone else and using big words. At the end of the day, you want to keep it right around a 3rd grade level, because when you try to get too complex and you try to use too many big fancy words, the person doesn't listen anymore and then they move on. So if you notice in my videos and my content, I keep it very simple. I use a lot of analogies, and I just try to explain how we can help get the wheels turning for that client about how we can be a solution for their problem. So in closing, number 1, just commit to doing at least 1 post a week about how you can help. If you don't have any ideas, go look at my YouTube channel. I got things in there from neck, shoulder, knees, low back, hips, everything you can think of, talking about different types of treatment modalities that might not work, about why the medical system sucks, all that stuff. You can get a ton of data in there, and just use one of those videos as inspiration to get your first one out there. If you know someone else that's been struggling with this marketing thing, share this show with them, share the podcast, tell them about what we're doing here and the mission we're trying to get this care to more people and help more people get quality hands-on soft tissue treatment. Go grab our free training modules. I've just continued to revamp those. A lot of people say they're really great. Some people have said they're better than any paid course out there. I just want to give a lot of good information and get you on the path to, like I said, working smarter, not harder, and solving people's problems. Another thing, I just launched it last week. We just got fully approved for, I think it was, 16 CEU credits for massage therapy that's included in our online training modules, where we really dive into the critical thinking, palpation, treatment, functional based, all that stuff, communication with the clients. We just rolled that out and already had a bunch of people enroll in that. It's one of the best things I put together. Has a lot of years of knowledge and things like that. I'd be honored if you wanted to take that course and help yourself just be better. And lastly, and I say this at the end of every podcast, just go out there and be great this week, because people need you to be obsessed. They need you to be amazing at what you do and provide them amazing care, because they're not going to get it from the chiropractor. They're not going to get it from the physical therapist, and they're sure as fuck not going to get it from the orthopedic surgeon. Understand marketing is just about awareness, but you got to do it, because you don't want to be stuck in paralysis by analysis, because at the end of the day, the only thing that beats anxiety is action. So get out there, be great, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. Thanks so much for listening. If you want help on the path to being able to double your income, all while working 50% less and being taken seriously as a healthcare provider, I have some great resources for you. Number 1, get access to our free training modules and introduction to my system, the Peak Method. Number 2, subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Soft Tissue Revolution. Links to all of this can be found in the show notes. Lastly, if you like the show, please leave us a 5-star review and share it with others that you know it could help.